Aloha and welcome to the presentation done by the Kauai Board of Realtors today. I'd like to introduce our Government Affairs Director, Chad Deal, who is going to be doing the presentation on Rice Street and the services that the Kauai Board of Realtors provides outside of buying and selling real estate. And following Chad, Addison Balasan will be doing a presentation on the Lihui Community District Planning and the block party that is going to be presented in this whole revitalization project. I'd like to turn it over to Chad Deal.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you and welcome. Thank you, Karen. My name is Chad Deal and I am the newly hired Government Affairs Director for the Kauai Board of Realtors. And it has long been my passion to be involved in the political aspect of our Hawaii legislature and the county legislature now in my new position. So I'll be working quite actively with our county council, our planning department, and the administration to further the advances of affordable housing. And of course we have issue with our cesspool conversions. So we're trying to follow up with the Department of Health with their, because about a year ago or 2 years ago now, it was mandated that everyone convert their cesspools to either a septic system or a sewer. And we are now facing a crisis where a lot of people cannot afford to make that conversion, so there are tax credits available from the state. And there's another law in place right now to extend those tax credits. It hopefully will pass. We had Governor Ige here last night talking to the people of Kauai, holding a town hall to address the issues that are facing us. So the Kauai Board of Realtors is now working with the county on ARU bills, additional dwelling unit, and additional rental unit bills that will hopefully address some of the issues we have with affordable housing and the lack thereof. And we've also received a grant from the National Association of Realtors for the assistance with consultation for the Rice Street revitalization effort. And that's in association with the Tiger Grant, which was received by our county from the national government. And that will be all including into the revitalization effort to make the downtown area of the Lihui, the Rice Street area, more walkable community and bring back some life into the downtown area. And this is in conjunction with a national effort. There's a magazine called Common Ground, On Common Ground, which is available through the National Association of Realtors that will expand these efforts into more walkable communities and more smart growth. And we are hoping to revitalize the downtown area. That grant was over $15,000 and we will match 10% of that from the Kauai Board. So there's $1,500, so a total of $16,500 to assist our county in the implementation for the Tiger Grant. And I'd like to call up now Addison Balasan, who is going to be heading the committee for the Rice Street revitalization effort. So, Addison?
Aloha, thank you guys so much for being here. My name's Addison Balasan, and I just wanted to start just from the history of this. In 1973, my grandpa, Catalino Suero, actually moved to Molokoa 1. And it's right down the street from Rice Street, on Umi Street, on Uahia Pele. And, you know, from what I remember, he passed away in 1993. Yes, I was born before then. I know I look pretty young, but I just remember stories about how Lihui used to be. And so we fast forward to now, 2017. Lihui is still the center of Kauai. It still is the place that, even though you live west side, or if you live north shore, you still gonna go to Lihui. But the only thing different right now is that people come to Lihui, do their business, and then they go home. There's not that true feeling of downtown, that true feeling of wanting to hang out and stay over the weekends, unless there's a parade, or unless you're going to Costco and Walmart. But we don't have that true feeling of walking and hanging out in Lihui like how it used to be back in the day. So about 3 years ago, I moved back home hoping to be part of a big, grander vision of what we can do here on Kauai, not just through my business, but just through the community. And with the hopes of and the work with of the county and some of our officials and a lot of our people here, we landed the deal with Tiger Grant, and we teamed up with a lot of people to have this opportunity to launch and rebrand Rice Street, making it the center of Kauai for the Lihui experience. And so I'm excited because 2 weeks ago, I volunteered to chair. Sometimes here on Kauai and anywhere you're part of, you get voluntold, right? You're like, you going be the guy running the thing. Well, actually, I volunteered. I wanted to be part of this project because my office, one, is on Umi Street off of Rice, but two, my house is off of Umi Street off of Rice. And back in the day when I was a kid at Wilcox School, I just remember walking to Dairy Queen, walking to where my grandma used to work, Yoneji store, and just remembering how all of that was just normal, that it was part of how we are. And so with the revitalization of Hardy Street and now Rice Street coming up, I can see the families moving and walking around and the businesses growing, and I can just imagine 10 years, 5 years from now really, how much more vibrant it will be. And so part of that is rallying the community and creating an experience so that we know that it's coming, and more importantly, prepping our community to know that this is the place to come and hang out. So for a lot of us, for realtors, for contractors, for our community members, and especially my generation, a lot of it comes around a social experience, right? You don't usually come around because everybody want to go to Costco, or you don't have some kind of thing that brings people together because you got to go to a conference. It's usually a social experience, like we want to go to downtown to go shopping or to bring our kids to something. And so this group that I'm working with is focused on creating that initial kind of splash, that initial saying to Kauai people that we're going to make downtown Lihui, especially Rice Street, a place where you can bring your family and friends to enjoy entertainment, to enjoy food, enjoy culture, and be a place where you can call downtown Lihui. And so I'm excited because in just 2 weeks we've been able to bring together almost 25 people. And of the 25 people, I don't know if this is something exciting, but exciting for me, we made 9 committees, meaning there's 9 areas that people are focused and dedicated into making sure that we produce in this event. And the event and the social experience is what we're calling it right now. It might change, but it's called right now as the Lihui Downtown Block Party and Crawl. And so it's going to kick off of the soft launch of the Rice Street branding to let our community know that there is a vibrant community here in Lihui, and more importantly, start rallying up and getting the businesses and local people to enjoy some of the amenities already existing, and hopefully inspire developers and general contractors and realtors to really look at this Rice Street stretch and invest into the community so that we can have that experience. Because one of the things I remember back in the day is that walking and biking was a normal thing, and we shifted into the mode of really driving because we expanded. And so Lihui area, I know, is one of the top spots, or is the top spot for growth. And so if we can create the community that will back that whole effort, you know, those things in production of those growth plates of new homes and new businesses will bolster each other up, and this event can really get everyone excited. So I can't say much more, because if I say much more, then I'll get in trouble, like the date of when it's going to happen or what we'll have there. Just know that there's already 25 people in this committee working really hard with 9 different areas that we're focusing on. And more importantly, we're in the growth phase of reaching out to the rest of the community to see what else they want to see. It's a no-brainer for Kauai that we want to create a centralized place that we can all have an experience and go and enjoy the place. One of the difficult things is that the Lihui and Rice Street district has that ability to scale, so it's nice, but the tough part is just rallying our community. So if it's possible, and if it's something that you guys are passionate about and you want to get involved, please don't hesitate to contact me or Karen, because we're super excited about it. Just imagine, wait, real quick, raise your hand if you ever been to a Kong block party back in the day, back in like the 90s. Anyone been to a Kong block party in the back yet? Remember like that whole street filled with people. So just hold that in your mind and just imagine that on Rice Street. So right now I'm part of the Rice Street Parade, and we get about 12 to 13,000 people on just that day for Christmas. Just imagine where we could have an event where we can draw upon people to really look at that area and enjoy that space. So thank you guys so much for your guys' time. I am going to turn it back over to Karen so she can fill in on some pieces of information, or we might talk some more.
Yeah, you can talk some more, or if anybody has any questions,
Question?
we're willing to take questions as well. Yes.
I think one of the biggest complaints on Rice Street right now, traffic-wise, is the speed of the traffic going through there, and it's not a very walkable place right now. So the idea behind the Tiger Grant was to slow down the traffic through there, not make it a through street. People can go around. They've got Kalapaki Road and they've got Kugio Highway. So the idea is to slow the traffic down without speed bumps, but make it 3 lanes. You'll have a turn lane in the center, similar to Kapa'a traffic right now, and then to have the businesses have it more walkable, and bike lanes and so forth. Make it more of a downtown smart, what they're calling smart growth area. We're hoping too to bring more housing into that area, and possibly doing shops down below on the lower floors, and have people living upstairs. More of a community type centralized place. I mean, I'd be one of the first in line to get a place on Rice Street. I think it'd be nice to live downtown. Yeah. It's very similar to what they did on Hardy Street. It's very similar what they're going to do to Rice Street. The only real difference would be the center lane for left and right turn, and they've also proven that it's much safer for pedestrian crossing, especially, and for people turning left or into traffic.
Okay, we're running out of time because we have another speaker that's going to be here in a few minutes. So if you guys have any more questions, you can talk with us at our booth or outside. Thank you.
Thank you.